welcome back to my channel. I'm Christian and today's video is one that I've wanted to put out for a long time. So I'm so excited that I'm finally doing it today. I'm going to give you 5 tips on how to organize and get the most out of a small pantry. So if that seems like something that you're interested in, please keep watching. If you watch any of my other organization videos, then you already know what I'm going to say next, which is to take out everything and purge and clean the space. You don't want to plan for expired goods, things that you are no longer interested in eating, things that have no business being in there. You don't want to plan for that space, so you want to get everything out of the space, see what you have, and purge the things that you don't want anymore. And while you have everything out, you want to go ahead and give the space a nice little wipe down. Go ahead and vacuum the floors, everything that you need to do to get it nice and ready to be pretty. My second tip that I'm going to share with you is to utilize the vertical space in your pantry. Our pantry has a lot of vertical space in between the shelves, and we don't necessarily have things that are that tall that needs to go in between that space. So what I did was I added a shelf riser. I got this particular one at home, but they do sell it other places. I added this shelf riser to the shelf, and that way I can use the top and the bottom of the shelf riser to create depth and to actually be able to see things. Another little trick that I did to utilize the vertical space is I had these Like It bricks that I got from the Container Store a long time ago that I'm no longer using. I have a lot of them, and so what I did is turn them over just to give a little bit of height and store my canisters on top of them, and that way I can see a little bit better what's in the canisters in the back, and then the canisters on the front are just a little bit lower. It looks really nice, really uniform, really organized, and it looks kind of like my ingredients are on display, which is something that I really like too. So if you have any little or shorter bins that you're not using anymore, a really cool trick is to turn them over and then you can use them as a riser. The next tip that I have for you is to use uniform containers. While that may seem like it's not necessary, it really is. Number one, it makes the space look clean, uniform, and pretty. We want to feel like we're shopping our tiny market within our house, okay? And that gets you excited about all of the meal planning that you're gonna do. When it's time to go and get a snack, you're like, okay, what do I have here? My kids like to help themselves, so they can just see what's in there and grab their favorite snack. But also, in a more functional way, you get to plan the space a lot more. So if you have the uniform containers, you know how many you need, what the measurements are, and then you can build out your space and compartments to your space a lot easier since they're uniform. I found these bins at the Dollar Tree and I'm so excited about them. They were $1.25. I haven't really seen them since I saw them back last January. I got them that long ago, and I'll tell you, I knew that I was gonna use them or that I could use them. I didn't know what I was gonna use them for, but I definitely knew that I could use them, and I'm so glad that I got them. I haven't seen them in the Dollar Tree, but what I will do is I will link other things from Amazon or other places that I know do the same thing as this, and I'll try to keep the price in mind, because these containers really can get pretty expensive, and so I'll go ahead and try to keep the cost in mind while linking other options for you. fun with the containers that I found at the Dollar Tree, and I'm happy to report that I see these every single time that I go in there, is these glass canisters. Now these are pretty viral on TikTok and all the other social medias, but for good reason. You can get so many things in here. I have some of them that I use for a candy jar, for my kids to pick a little treat out if they've done something good. I have these in here that I'm using for dry ingredients like granola, raisins, protein powder, and it just makes it look really uniform. And again, they're $1.25, and so you really kind of can't beat that. I looked around at Target and Walmart and different retailers, and this one is really the best bang for your buck. And so you will find them when you're in Dollar Tree. If not one Dollar Tree, it will be another one. And I just recommend these. I really like them. I like how they look. I've used them in several places in our home. I put loose leaf tea in them. I love them, guys. I do want to talk about my Pro Keeper containers that I got from Amazon. I absolutely love these containers, you guys. They are pricey, but the reason why I'm going to touch on them is because I already had these before I decided to do something with this space. And so that's another thing that I will recommend, is using what you have. Don't go out and buy something else just because you can. Use what you have, and I will link these down below. Each container has a little unique function for it, depending on what you're going to use it for. Say for instance, the brown sugar one has a little terracotta piece that you wet and keep your brown sugar nice and fluffy and not sticking together and hard. The sugar container has a little spout that you can pour the sugar out of. They have levelers, different scoops that go with them. It really is a really good system. So I would recommend that you guys check out this system. It's worth the splurge. The next thing that I am going to recommend is to create a backstock area. If you're like us, you do a lot of shopping at Costco, and so you end up with 128 Nutri-Grain bars at any given time, and you only need a few of those out for a little bit. So what you can do is create a space up top or on the bottom, it doesn't matter, where you can just go ahead and create a backspace and put all the extras in. And so once you're out, you can go up there and shop your pantry a little bit more and refresh the little containers that you have down below. So I really like this backstock area because it just makes it look a lot nicer for things that just tend to look messy anyway. The next tip that I'll give you guys is to utilize your floor space. And I did that by getting these bins from Target Bright Room. I use these bins for our bottled water and whatever else we have. I really like them. They can hold a lot of bottles of water. It can hold a solid weight. So if you buy your water at Costco like I do, this is a really good way to store them so they're not just like sitting down there in the plastic. You know how we do. I like this system a lot better. And I will say that they had some bins like this at the Dollar Tree in their Dollar Tree Plus collection that are $5 a piece. The reason why I went with the ones from Target Bright Room is because I really do appreciate the black and clear moment that I'm having in my pantry. But these are really good. The ones from Dollar Tree, they're very sturdy. They've gone viral. I absolutely like them. I'm gonna do those in another area in my house, and so whenever I do that, I'll show you guys. But you can use these for your bottled water and your overstock of drinks that are not in your refrigerator, and they hold up pretty well. So that's another way that you can utilize the vertical space using your floors. Final thing that I'll say to you guys is to label everything. You're going to be decanting a lot of things. You're going to be taking the boxes and throwing them away. So just find labels that you like. I personally made mine with the Cricut machine just because I have the supplies here to do that, but I will link some of them on Amazon that I really like as well. You're gonna wanna label everything, but make sure you use ambiguous labels just in case you change your mind on what you wanna have in your pantry. For example, my kids, they decide that they want Nutri-Grain bars one week and the next week they can't stand them. And so rather than putting specific things on the containers, I just put snacks, drinks, canned goods, soups, just to be ambiguous and make sure that I can utilize the space for whatever else I need. So I will link the labels below that I recommend getting from Amazon, and comment below if you guys want me to do like a little small tutorial on how to use the Cricut Joy, because that is a way that I label a lot of things in my house. I've used that to create the labels in my other organization video with my cleaning storage closet. So check out that video, and if you guys want me to do a little tutorial for the Cricut Joy, then I will. And guys, that brings me to the end of today's video. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below some of your favorite tips for organizing your pantry, and make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload, and we will see you on the next video.